Well, hello folks, welcome to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet and we're back here, Haulin Hearts around Italy. We are going to be driving all the way from Bologna in sort of northern central Italy down onto the coast to Pescara. Yeah, we've done a couple of jobs since then and we are on job number 9 out of 14 in terms of the Haulin Hearts event. But before we get into any of that, we are going to be filling our empty slots in our various garages. So let's go and do that. So we currently have 3 empty slots. We have one out in Leipzig, that's our large garage. And then we've got 2 in Lyon, which was the one that we've just picked up. So I've already had a look in the used trucks. And there are 3 used trucks, which are essentially the 3 most expensive ones, which look, I think, the best value and giving us the best possible trucks that our folk are not going to have problems with. So we're going to buy these 3 trucks. We'll do that now, and then we're going to fill them with 3, hopefully, up-and-coming drivers that we can use to get a little bit more money into the Custard Haulers. So, first truck, Iveco Stralis Highway, which looks a really nice truck. It's going to go out to Lyon. So then we've got 2 Mercedes Actros. One of these is a high roof sleeper, has got a high roof sleeper. It's slightly less powerful than this one, which is the Mega Space 598 horsepower, which is it's a bit of a beast. So we'll be getting both of these 2 as well. So we'll buy this one. We'll move this to Banjaluka. We've got... No, we won't. Where's our... Yeah, sorry. This one is going to the final slot here in Leipzig. And then our final truck, we're buying that. And that is going to go into Lyon. There we go. So let's go and find some drivers. So we've got 3 drivers to get. We'll have a look through these and I'll highlight the ones that I like most. Martin CH already looks quite smug though. So we'll come back. So maybe Martin, maybe Yaroslav with that sort of long distance driving. This guy looks pretty good. He's pretty. He's got basically something in everything, which I like the look of. So we're going to pick this guy up. And you are going to go into, I think that's the Actros. You're going to get that one. Martin, Smug Martin's coming in. He's going to go into France, into the last drive. So we'll pick him up. And we're going to pick up Ella as well, who has got a couple of the ADRs as well, which is normally good for getting money, as well as 1 long distance. So I think that's good. This guy's tashed, does almost win me over, but we'll pick up Ella. On Ella, you're going to be going off to Germany. Hope you're happy with that. And that one is maxed out. There we go. We have all of our garages filled out. Question is now, what do we do next with our garages? Because we have all of them maxed out. So we've got 2 choices really here. We could either look to expand the garages in Lyon and Banjaluka, or we could look to buy another garage. And if we're going to be doing that, I think the place that we would look to go would be Istanbul. I think. Just because of all that possibility of the really long drives. And what we could potentially do is get a garage in Istanbul and then just focus on the long drive, on the long distance driving. And that might mean that we get drivers who are capable of sort of driving across the map and getting vast amount of money because of that. So that might be the plan. Is that going to work? I don't know. Right, folks, let's get into this. We are going to be taking our Valentine's gifts from Bologna to Pescara. It's a 265-mile journey, 6 hours 18 minutes. As you can see, 9 out of 14 of the Haulin Hearts drives done. This will be number 10, which is very nice. So let's get into it. Well, here we are. So lots and lots to get through today. as we come out. There's this tight old exit here, but thankfully they've got these barriers which are double-sided barriers essentially, and we're going to come out here. Nothing there. Awesome. So today we also going to have a little bit of a quiz all around Italy, and we've got some other bits and pieces to get through as well as this drive. So we'll move a little bit further down the road. This is Bologna. So this was one of the cities that we hadn't been to until recently, and just to let you know where we've been since the last episode. So we've done a couple more jobs. We went from Klagenfurt, if you remember, Verdensee in Austria, down to Ljubljana, so that's the capital of Slovenia. That was one drive, and then we went from Ljubljana to Bologna. That was our second drive. So I think Bologna itself is the actual town is perhaps a little bit further out, just down and to our left, I think. But that looks like it's a kind of suburb of Bologna. Right, folks, as we take this left-hand turn, let's we'll sign. Oh God, that was dreadful! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! We'll move on down the road. Just quickly show you the map. There we go. We'll be going past Ancona. We've got a whole bit of driving here where there's very little to do or see, but we'll be going near the coast, so we'll have a look at that. And then down here near Pescara. But we will. I'll check in as we get a little bit further on. So I'll see you in a bit. Bye bye. So we've actually this is Bologna itself that we're just kind of coming in. What are you doing, mate? I think if we go straight over that roundabout, we see a little bit more of Bologna. We're just doing the one job today rather than the two jobs, and then we'll come back for the final one, which will probably do a slightly longer trip. But we're just getting on the motorway here, the A14, and I will see you as we get a little bit further, hopefully along the coast, and maybe have a little look at the sea, which, you know, Italian coast, that's got to be pretty, right, hasn't it? Must be. This is the most complicated roundabout in the world. I've taken the wrong exit again. It's not a massive detour though, so we're just going to kind of come through here. We've got to pay. I think we've got to pay a little bit here, but we can just kind of turn around just beyond the pay barrier. God, it's frustrating though. Right, just coming off here at the minute to we're going to go and have a little sleep. Don't actually need any fuel at this point, but we'll just park up here, have a nice evening snack. It's a Sunday evening, about 5 o'clock. So we're just going to park up. Got the barbecue in the back, which would be nice. Have a proper sleep until the morning. So 11:40. It's a bit grey this morning, but that's absolutely fine. Molly's levelled up. Well done, Molly. 6,000 euros from Petra. Always good when you do a double sleep. In comes the money. Jason, and I think he was one of the new drivers, has picked up 900 euros. 2,000 for Ella. Now Ella was one of the new drivers. That is a very good start. And Martin CH, one of the new drivers, just over 1,000. So all of the new drivers have just done a little bit there. Robert H, just over 1,000 euros. Money is piling in. Robert H has leveled up. We're over £230,000, which is absolutely brilliant. We're at that point really where money is no object in the game. So one of the things that we were talking about is the money just keeps rolling through. One of the things that we were talking about in a previous episode is people who you have been told you look like, so famous people that you've been told that you look like, either that you're incredibly flattered by or incredibly embarrassed by. So one person has left a little comment on this, and I did say it doesn't matter if I don't know who they are, because I'll put a picture of them on the screen, but it's almost more fun when you don't actually know who they are, so you can sort of learn about random people and cultures and who's famous in random countries. But Kim Reinkanen, who has a regular commenter and our resident truck driver, who didn't talk about himself. He talks about his dad, whose dad who looks like the Finnish comic. I can't read my writing now. I think it says Tentio Sauren, who I'd never heard of. I'll put a picture up. I've never heard of this person, but then the picture looked familiar, and I don't know whether that's just he looks similar to somebody else, or whether maybe he's just got one of those faces, or actually I've seen this person somehow I didn't check their filmography whether they'd done non-Finnish sort of comedy, but it just looks familiar. But yeah, I don't think I'd be embarrassed by that. That seems pretty cool. So I think that's a good one. I think you probably you'd probably be happy with that. Sort of famous comics are always, unless they're terribly irreverent comics, they're normally good to be kind of look like. I think often comics tend to look quite funny, not weird, but just like that they are funny people. So I think if you have that look about you, you probably are quite a funny person. I don't know whether that comparison works for Kim's dad, but I'm sure he can let us know. But yeah, if anyone else has got any out there, let us know in the comments, and we will continue to share them. So that's the Finnish actor and comic Tentio Sauren, but it may be pronounced slightly different, so that I couldn't tell whether there's a T in the middle of the word or not with my writing. Yeah, so let's have a look where we are on the map. We've had a good old sleep now, so we're just coming past Ancona towards Pescara. We'll have to think about doing that quiz soon, but we'll get past Ancona before we do that. See you in a bit. Right, we just dropped below 100 miles to go to get to our destination, which is in Pescara. I'm coming through this little tunnel here. So I think we'll do the quiz. So there are 3 questions, all on Italy. I've grabbed this off a little website which had some quite nice little quiz questions, I thought. So we've got 3 of those, and there's a bunch more. I'll try and leave a link to that website so you can do the full quiz at your own time, although I think you need to kind of register or something to get the answers. I just kind of found the answers outside of it. But right, question number 1 is, what is the name of Italy's largest lake? And you've got 4 options. Option number 1, or A is Lake Garda, as we just see. Oh, we're just coming past the coast. I said we were going to be out on the coast. What's going on down there? What's wrong with the sea? What's wrong with the sea? What are those things in the sea? Is that meant to be like that? Or they're supposed to be sand dunes? Because if they are, they're like no sand dune I've ever seen. So your 4 options: A, Lake Garda; B, Lake Maggiore; C, Lake Lesina; D, Lake Como. So that's A, Garda; B, Maggiore; C, Lesina; D, Como. Ooh. Over a river. Right, number 2. On average, how much money is thrown into the famous Trevi Fountain in Rome every year? Sorry, no. Every day. Every day is the question, not every year. So, A is €1,000, B is €600, C is €3,000, or D is €12,000. So that is how much money is thrown into the Trevi Fountain every single day. That's A, 1,000, B, 600, C, 3,000, D, 12,000. And right then, and the final question, we're not taking a right here, so we can go off to Rome in that direction. We'd still need to do the all roads lead to Rome, isn't it? That's definitely an achievement we want to do. So question 3: which country shares the longest border with Italy? So which country has the longest border with Italy? So the countries are A, Austria, B, Switzerland, C, Slovenia, D, France. So that's A, Austria, B, Switzerland, C, Slovenia, D, France. We're going to drive on a little bit further and then I will come back and give you the answers. So you can just see Pescara coming into view, 33 miles away. We're doing a little lap around Pescara anyway, because we want to pick up a couple of question marks. So let's get through those answers quickly. So what is the name of Italy's largest lake? Well, the answer to that was A, and that's Lake Garda, which is 370 kilometres square, which is a ginormous lake. So that is in northern Italy, kind of in the feet of the Alps, really, just west of Verona. It's a massive lake which is kind of quite thin but goes quite far north. So B, on average, how much money is thrown into the Trevi Fountain every day? It's perhaps more than you'd expect. The answer was C, and that's €3,000, which is a massive amount of money to throw in there. That is 1.5 million euros per year that is thrown in, that's a mind-blowing amount. And apparently the Catholic Church take that, but they use it for good things. So I think I saw that there was a supermarket for the homeless that was being run. So I think the homeless can, I guess that's like a food shelter, but much more with more variety. I don't know. A food shelter, a food bank, not a food shelter. God. That doesn't make any sense. So and then finally, which country shares the longest border with Italy? When I was thinking about this originally, before I saw the answers, I thought Croatia, and then it turns out there's no border between Italy and Croatia. I was sure there was kind of a long border there, but there wasn't. The answer is Switzerland, which has a border of 434 miles. So that was B. Austria, only 251 miles. Slovenia is the shortest, 135 miles. And France, which was the second longest, 296 miles. There are also a couple of enclaves, aren't there, with countries within Italy which are completely bordered by Italy, but they're quite small. But there you go. Let me know in the comments how you got on. Did you get them all right? I thought that was kind of like middling questions. You're never going to get the second question, or never know about what the answer is to that second question, are you? So which way are we going? We're going straight on, and then we're going to come around. Let's do that. I'm not entirely sure where I want to go. Well, I've just discovered Pescara. That's 11 out of 27 on the Imperator achievement. So that's basically getting all of the Italian cities, visiting them all. Still got a lot to go. There's a few on islands, so we need to figure those ones out. We are going to be going just on the right there. Just keep a lookout. I think it looks a pretty nice city. Lots of sand on the roads, bizarrely. Is this what Pescara is like? Famed for its sand all over its roads. Yeah. So let me know how you got on with those questions. Love to hear how that went. on the subject of the various islands of Italy, so there's a couple of those, Sicily and Sardinia, which are in the game, and I think there are achievements for both of those, visiting all the cities on those. So we will be doing that, and it's a very nice. I think it's a very nice driving down there. So we'll be doing that. Also going over to Corsica as well, which is a French. Are we going to get this? I think we should get this, shouldn't we? Yeah, it's another recruitment agency. Yeah, so we'll be getting Corsica as well, which would link to the Vive la France DLC. But yeah, Megatronoception sort of suggested that would be a really nice place to go and look around in the game. So we'll certainly be heading down there, and that's kind of where we're on our way to at the minute. Really, the problem is actually with this particular event, whilst there are a few jobs that are available, there's relatively few. So it's slim pickings as to which jobs you get, and often the shorter ones, there's not that many shorter ones. You'll have a few quite longer ones going all over the place, but not that many shorter ones. So you kind of just have to go with what you're given. I've been a bit lucky with this because we've had Bologna in the last one, which is a city we hadn't been to, and now we've got down to Pescara, which is another city we hadn't been to. But I don't know what's going to be available next time around. So, as we say, just on our right, we've got this delivery coming in. Thanks also for Kim Arankanen for his advice on parking. I've got to say, I didn't understand quite what you meant, but I think describing how to park in words, reverse park in words, is a really tough thing to do without kind of visuals to show what you mean. But thank you very much for at least trying to educate me on that, because for God, I do need it. So let's give this one a go. We'll just get over there, and then I'm going to try and reverse this bad boy in. Not quite sure what's the best idea here. I think perhaps you've got that there, so maybe if we come out here, can't go very far that side, so it might be that it's the other side which is the best. Might be actually like over here. Oh, this is alright, isn't it? I am struggling a little bit on... Oh no, that's it. Oh no, I've gone the wrong way. Right, I've finally got things, I think, where I want them to be. This might be good. I need to... No, it might be alright, but it's not ideal. It's not ideal at all. I need more work of that. I think I know which way I've got to go, but it seems like once you're going over a certain amount of turn, then it's really hard to get back from that. I can't seem to correct it, and I don't understand why, because even going the other direction doesn't seem to correct it. It just keeps going. I have to kind of straighten up and go again. I don't know whether that's just, what happens, but yeah, reverse parking is still a work in progress, but I'm much better at it than I was. I've had some good ones, but I'm still very much an amateur, so bear with me on that one. Anyway, folks, we've got 10 out of 14 of the Haulin Hearts achievements completed, which I'm very, very happy about. We're going to be doing another 3 behind the scenes. It is the 17th today, so I've got to get it finished tomorrow. So I'm going to be doing my final drive tomorrow to complete it, but I'll hopefully complete 3 other jobs in the meantime. Not sure what we'll do for the final one, but it will hopefully still be in Italy. Maybe we will be heading to maybe Sardinia or something like that. That would be awesome. Or Rome, something fun. Anyway, after that, who knows, but we may well sort of look to go visit some of the volcanoes, because it's an achievement there, and also the quarry, which I figured out where that is. And when I was asking previously, the quarry that you need to go to, you need to deliver, I think it's take a delivery from here. So we need to go in there and then take a delivery from there somewhere. So that'll be fun. Maybe up this road here. That looks a fun one. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know how you felt my parking went. And also, let me know any achievements you think I should be going for. What do you think is the hardest achievement in the game? It's something that's been in my mind for a little while. Outside of the 100% Globetrotter achievement, which one do you think is the hardest, or at least hardest type of achievement in the game? Love to get your opinion on that. Right, folks, I will see you in another episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.